Hello everybody, it's Basilisk here, and welcome back to another episode of Infinite Skies. And as you see behind me, we completed our processing system, our automated ore gathering, hammering and sifting system that's there. So let's have a little look at that, and then we'll be going on to what our next problem is. So, 3 hammers funneling down into there. Let's go around the back. And then that goes into here, going up to 2 more hammers and a sifter. There's a cover here to stop this stuff feeding into that sifter. So that puts the sand in here, sand goes here, same deal, and that all goes through. All of them are being taken downstairs, and I'll show you down there in a minute. Now, a side effect of this is with the 3 hammers going, it uses more cobblestone than what this gets by default. So I upped this to 4 world interaction upgrades, and it seems to work that 1 world interaction upgrade per hammer is about right, and the extra ones just so that we keep on top of things with all our other cobble needs. Quick check on our obsidian situation. We have a fair bit. Okay, so now what is the problem? Well, I left this running overnight so that I would get the diamonds to make the rest of those hammers up there, and I had iron chests down here. And in the morning, they were all full. So I've upgraded to some more diamonds, thank you. I've upgraded to... don't have a powdered iron got in there. Upgraded to diamond chests all around, and we've got our gravel output goes into these ones, our sand output goes into these ones, and our dust output goes into these ones. Now, because the dust and the sand weren't running overnight, they aren't very full, but they're going to fill up quickly, and this is our problem. Can't keep on adding diamond chests, so what are we going to do? Well, storage is actually generally a problem at the moment. I've got random chests around with random stuff inside them, and I want to move away from that. Let's get all of these chests sorted out into some central storage system that we should hopefully be able to access throughout our base. So, how are we going to do that? Well, what I'm going to be doing for that is looking at the logistics pipes, the abilities of logistics pipes. I've never actually played with logistics pipes before, so this will be interesting for me as well, something new. And we will try to make a system that, we'll get into some auto-crafting. I'm not sure how in-depth the auto-crafting I'm going to do is going to be. We'll figure that out over time. But most of the simple stuff, I'll get that done, and we will sort that all out. Well, so storage, where are we putting that? Go up a couple of levels. Storage, this level. Nothing here yet. So I'm going to have to build out a platform for our storage, and then we'll come back and get working on it. Okay, so I've been doing a little bit of research into logistics pipes, and I've also been doing a little bit of a look-up in NEI about how to make all of these bits and pieces that we're going to need, and we're not quite there yet. But this is what the storage system is going to look like. We've got compacting drawers over here, which are going to be for all the ingots. If you've got ingots in there, let's just try this. You can put ingots in, you can take out nuggets, you can take out blocks, and that all works pretty well. Let's just get all our gold back. But yes, we're going to have those sort of things that are compactable over here. Things that we get a lot of are going to go into these storage drawers, which hold 32 stacks per drawer. And then these ones for ones that are we get a lot of, but not as much, and less still. And these are going to be mod-based storage, So, what do we need to do to get to this? Well, the first step we're going to actually have to take is make a rock crusher. And that has diamonds, blocks of steel, and pistons. This actually leads me on to being able to show a little bit of, very scary over there, a little bit of automation I've set up over here. A few different bits of automation actually. This one, the blast furnace, I put charcoal on this side, and that feeds it into the blast furnace. I put iron in this side, that feeds it into the blast furnace. And downstairs, just quickly go down there and have a look. We get steel out. There we go. Plenty of steel. So that should be enough steel for our steel blocks that we need. More than enough, in fact. And there's also down here, I'll show this part of it. The casting basins up there have transfer nodes that pull out and they go up into a chest up here. And so does the casting table. So, if we come grab ourselves some metal. Oh, this is another really cool thing. This is the breaker switch from Immersive Engineering, which basically I put here to turn off all of this before we run out of room. But let's grab ourselves, say, 4 stacks of the broken iron ore. We can make up the iron ore gravel. Come upstairs. Okay, so the smeltery automation. I have got it set up to automatically create lava from this cobblestone and feed it into the said tank. So no more going backwards and forwards, getting lava buckets and putting it in here. I also set up this chest here with a transfer node down into the smeltery controller, which feeds in the raw materials. In this case it's going to be iron ore gravel. We can have this one which puts it out into the casting table. I'm going to turn it off right now, so turn the lever on to turn the transfer node off. This is a liquid transfer node and that just fills it up. The transfer node on the bottom pulls things out and easily deposits them in here. So I've been making up some gears because we're going to need a lot of gears for what we're going to be getting onto. But the other one is these two, which I'm going to turn on now. Dump in the iron ore. That's then going to smelt down. I increased the size of the smeltery a bit as well. But that's going to dump in here, smelt down, and then get cast out as blocks. You can see there's already some iron left in there. This is the one problem. There ends up being iron split between the casting basins, and I'm going to have to see if I can figure out something to do with that at some point, but I might not worry. There's a lot of iron going around down there. But yes, what do we need to do here? A rock crusher. So this is a 3x2x2 multi-block structure, and we get 4 rock crushers from one recipe. So we need some pistons. Well, I've got plenty of iron on me. I've got some redstone, and yes, I've got some planks. So let's do that. It's not going to be a problem. Pistons. I don't have enough cobblestone yet. There we go. Way more cobblestone than I needed there, but oh well. And probably more pistons than I need as well. Let's just get rid of some of that cobblestone. I don't want it clogging up my inventory. We now have the pistons, block of steel. So how many recipes of this are we going to need? We will need 3 of them. So there is enough pistons. So 3 blocks of steel. 1, 2, 3. And let's go see if we've got any diamonds down here. I've been taking a lot of diamonds out of here, so I think the best place for us to go is actually grab some diamond dust. I will probably need more diamonds than this, so I'll have to go up to where my other diamonds are. Oh no, that might be okay. Let's see if we've got the recipe now. Oh yep, 1, 2, 3. Now let's go make this rock crusher. This rock crusher you do not want to stand on. It does do damage to you. So, yeah, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there we go, rock crusher. Now we need to get I guess a medium voltage connector, and what we need this for, we need to get the particular item that we need that has led me down this track is the basic logistics pipe, which is all good except for this hardened glass. So we need an induction smelter, and the other options are fused quartz, an alloy smelter, and I'm pretty sure the alloy smelter is slightly harder to get. I didn't look into it. I probably should have, but the hardened glass needs an induction smelter, and I thought, why not? Let's do that. So, put the connector up there, connect that down there, and there we go. But to get the induction smelter, we need this, and actually it isn't the induction smelter that we need the rock crusher for, because the recipe for the hardened glass needed the pulverized obsidian. The rock crusher doesn't make this, but to make the pulverizer we need the machine frame, the basic one when it gets around to that. There we go, which needs the crushed obsidian, which the rock crusher does make. So, obsidian time. I got a lot of the stuff that we need for building our logistics network up here. Been crafting a lot of that away. Let's see, obsidian. Down we go. Throw that into the rock crusher. Now, this seems to be pretty quick, really. And awfully loud. Ooh. So we just needed 2 pieces of that. Now, what else do we need? I'm going to move away from that before before it makes too much noise. Okay, so basic machine frame. Let's go that way. Basic machine frame. Oh, maybe you can't search for it that way. Machine frame basic. Okay. Dense refined iron plates. I think I already made some of those. A tin gear. I just got those out of a chest downstairs. Iron chipset we've got. But we need this circuit board, which is in a carpenter with some water. So, a carpenter. This is the thing with this pack. Lots and lots of rabbit holes. So a sturdy casing, bronze gears, bronze, more bronze, and glass. Well, I forgot to get together what I needed for this, so I'll get that and be right back with you. Here's the last of the bronze being processed. As you can see, the bronze is coming in, filling up the ingot cast, getting sucked out, and we're ending up with it over here. We've got our bronze gears as well. Let's go and make ourselves a carpenter. Let's go get the glass. 2 pieces, and should now be able to make ourselves a carpenter. No, wait, first the sturdy case. 1 of those. Clear that out, and I am missing 2 bronze. Well, there was still more bronze coming out, so that should be over here. Grab our bronze. I am so happy I put in those elevators. It makes getting between these areas really simple. Now this is going to need power, I'm guessing, as well. So while we're here, get one more of those and one of those. Back to our machine area. And that is a forestry one. May as well put this one right next to it. Connect up our wire down to there. I might clean up these wires at some point. It's starting to get a little messy. Put in some water. 1, 2. Don't know how many buckets of water this thing can take, but there we go. So we need to make the pulverizer, and the pulverizer basic machine frame, that one, a piece of tin. Okay, I found my tin, and what we have to do here is set the recipe, and I'm going to make more than one of these right now. Put those in and it will start processing it. And all we need for right now is one though, so I'll grab that. I did need to make it says a dense refined iron plate. I've made some iron plates, but now we just need to crush 9 of those down into a dense one. Set up this. I've been running through a whole lot of the chipsets because we're going to need those. Got the dense fine plate, so we need that, the basic circuit board, iron chipset, a tin gear, and the 2 crushed obsidian. I want to make that, thank you. If I turn that one off and turn that off, then it will get it done quickly. So that's done. Oh wait, don't want to do that one. Set it back onto those. Grab a basic machine frame. What else do we need to make this? So the rest of the pulverizer recipe is reasonably basic. Okay. Pulverizer. Go! Awesome. Again, we'll need more power and wire. Up we go. We need to powder some obsidian. Now, grab some more. Okay, so once we've got the pulverizer, we can powder up some obsidian. Place down our pulverizer. This one can be moved pretty easily, so for now I'll put it there. Let's set all of the inputs and outputs off. Power. There we go. Okay, I've been talking about the induction furnace. What we actually need is the induction smelter. So I was getting myself a little confused there. We need to make another of the machine frames, and we're going to need some invar gears. So the induction smelter is what I want, and that has got invar ingots, invar gears, and a redstone reception coil, and the machine frame. So again, we're going to need to do this, but we just did that, and that's not a problem. We can make more of those almost at will. I am interested in actually auto-crafting things like that in the end. Turn that off. Put that away. So we need those gears. So this is how I've been making the gears. The invar recipe is 2 iron to 1 nickel. So if I put in that and half of that, then this will be enough to make a fair few gears, more than what we actually need. Once that's smelted down, we will see the gears be made and put in over here. Our invar has now been made. All we have to do is switch that lever, and here we go. Gears. Making. Automatic-ish, kind of. So we need some ingots as well. I'll get those together. I'll get the other ingredients together, make up the basic machine frame, and we'll get this machine made. Okay, I've got all the ingredients for that now. Let's make up that reception coil. There we go. And the recipe. Plop that in. Induction smelter. Basic. Combining stuff with style. Hey! Awesome! Got a new trophy. Wow, that's pretty sweet. Let's put our induction smelter down. Turn off all the inputs just in case. We don't want anything weird to go on with that. We need to add power, so this one down to there, and that is now getting power, and we need the pulverized obsidian. Well, I could actually turn that to there and take in for that slot. Move it. Yep, that's putting that through. That's going to then make us up the hardened glass that we need. So we have that. What does that mean that we've got left before we can make those basic logistics pipes? I think that means that we've got everything. But there's actually one more thing. There's always one more thing, isn't there? But one more thing that we need in order to create our setup with the storage, which is a... This is from a different mod. This is from the storage drawers. We need a drawer controller. And a drawer controller needs redstone comparators. All the rest, not too bad. Redstone comparator needs quartz, and the way you get quartz in this one, here we go. The way we get nether quartz in this pack is through sieving soul sand. So, soul sand. How do we make soul sand? Well, you put sand into witch water, and I decided that we'd make a little witch water setup here. Now, to get witch water, you need to have mycelium around water barrels. So I'll go one more. We have plenty of ancient spores as well. So you get mycelium from the ancient spores, and they come from just sand, I think. Yes, so you get ancient spores from sand, and we actually have a ton of them, so this is not going to be a problem at all. There's not much other use for them, really. But what we're going to do, we have some barrels in... I am going to get this all sorted out very soon. Some barrels here. We can put dirt along the top here. Like so. And we're going to put the oak barrels along here. Like that. Now, then we put our ancient spores. I'm just going to do the whole lot. It will spread, so you don't need this many ancient spores, but we've got them, so why not? quick like that, we need to now get water into these. And I'm going to go straight for getting water pretty automatically. Okay, so to get water into these, I'm first going to put a block here, and we are going to attach a transfer node, a liquid transfer node onto that. So that's going to be able to pull water out of this space. That then needs to be able to feed to all of these other ones, like this. And then, when we put water back here, since it's an infinite source, it will be able to feed water out of there. One there, and one there. But we need one other thing. We need a world interaction upgrade. So for the second, I'll grab one out of that and replace it afterwards. But I can put that onto that, and now all of these buckets will be filled up with water and transform into witch water. Awesome. And while they're transforming, they'll also get us some mushrooms, which is fun. Get mushrooms, make mushroom stew or something. Whoa, that's weird. I have seen this before. Weird floating water effects on that. I think that's some sort of bug. So now all we need to do is grab some sand, which we should have some of out here. There we go. Only 7, but this should do. Right click it in, that makes soul sand. And there we go. We now have 7 soul sand. And seeing as he's not doing anything right now, let's connect our little automated guy up to sieve this for us. We've got our little guy connected up, and let's give him the soul sand to process, and let's get him to do the job fast for us. There we go, never quartz. With that being everything that we need, we are going to be able to get on to our logistics pipe network. But that will have to wait until the next episode, as there's already been a lot happen in this one, a lot of building machines and so on. So, thank you for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed seeing how to get started into the, well, getting stuff ready for logistics pipes. We're not quite getting a logistics pipe system this episode because there was a lot of machines to make. But I hope that you enjoyed it anyway, and I hope to see you next time where we will get into our logistics pipe setup. And that should be some good fun. See you later. Take care. Bye.